Hello, hello. Good evening, good evening. Hello, everyone.
Good evening.
Sorry, guys, we're just moving and grooving here. A lot going on. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
I knew it was coming.
It'll be all right.
Joy comes.
Joy comes. Joy comes. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Let's Talk Certification Weekend.
Welcome.
Every Wednesday, 8 p.m., we go live with a certified double dutch aerobics instructor.
Yes.
And they tell us about their experience during certification weekend and what's life like after certification weekend. But before we get into that, we got to tell you who we are. Who are we, babe?
We are the owners of Double Dutch Aerobics.
Tell them what the being an owner is. What is Double Dutch Aerobics, Boo Boo?
So Double Dutch Aerobics is the first ever.
It is the first ever
formatted 60-minute workout class based in Double Dutch, where we teach aerobics moves in the Double Dutch rope.
That's correct.
As well, as well as classes always led by either ourselves or a certified Double Dutch aerobics instructor. And one of the best parts about Double Dutch aerobics is
that we could teach anybody. And I mean anybody in less than 1 minute. That is guaranteed. I'll just take this out. Yes. That's guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Not maybe, guaranteed.
But we haven't talked about certification weekend. Well, yes. Certification weekend, it's a 3-day, 18-hour course where we teach you everything you need to know about Double Dutch aerobics and Double Dutch itself. We literally break down the science of Double Dutch. We also teach you how to turn your passion into profit. We teach you how to turn it into a business. And I always consider ourselves as the why people. So during certification, that's okay. During certification weekend, you find out the whys. Why? Or who messed up. Why did my ropes mess up? No, it was your fault. No, it was your fault. You turned it too fast. You turned it too slow. Move up. Move up. You too far back. I'm tall.
All these
short people be like, I'm tall. Wait a minute. No, you're not. You're 5 feet tall. All right. So all of those things you find out during certification weekend.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to bring in our guest today.
Yeah, honey.
Where is she ready? She lit up nice though. I can see her.
I mean, the stage is just.
I see her backstage lit.
It's on point, honey.
Wait, what did the teeny bopper say? It's lit?
No, please stop. Please. I'm ridiculous. Please.
Jeez.
Don't say it.
All right. So look,
let the teeny boppers do what the teeny boppers do.
Let them do
right.
Make it do what it do, baby.
And you do you.
I make it do. It do. All right. So look, let's introduce our guest. She's representing the ATL.
Yes. But originally from
Brooklyn,
New York City, baby.
You from Brooklyn, right? I know.
I mean, duh.
I knew it.
Brooklyn go like this.
Wait, that's not how you say Brooklyn. She from Brooklyn. She's a lifetime member.
Yes.
Now, certified Double Dutch aerobics instructor.
Hello.
And a friend. She's a friend to the family.
Yes.
Let's bring her in. Introducing Kelsey.
Hey. What's going on, y'all? Can y'all hear me good?
Oh, you're lying. Hello, honey.
I know. She ready.
Chris, the skin is crisp. The hair just crisp all over. You look fabulous, honey.
No, I'm just matching y'all energy, so it's all good.
Oh, well, thank you.
Wait a minute. Is that a mic?
It is.
Oh.
I was like, you coming in crispy. You coming hot.
Come on, Kelsey.
Coming in hot.
Come on.
Hello, Kelsey. How are you today?
I'm good. A little tired, but I'm good.
Who you telling? Who are you telling?
But I don't claim those words, okay? I just drink coffee, all right? I have a juice.
So, Kelsey, we got to ask you the first question.
Of course.
How were you introduced to Double Dutch?
Period.
Just period. Like, when did you learn? Where did you learn?
Who taught you?
How old were you? Do you remember?
Was you in the streets? Was you in the cafeteria? Where were you?
Did you have certified instructors that taught you how to jump Double Dutch? It didn't exist back then.
No, not at all. So I was born and raised in Brooklyn. And for those Brooklynites, I went to My 11 I-285, and that's where I learned. Yes.
Oh, I know exactly where you are.
Canarsie babies.
My 11. Okay.
Yeah, so that's where I learned to jump. After school, during recess, when they would let us go outside. That's what I learned. I want to say I was like maybe middle school age. What's that age? Because I moved down here when I was 13, so about maybe 11, 12.
Oh, okay.
Around there. That's when I learned how to jump. And no, there were no certified instructors. You had to figure it out. Get with it or get lost. Okay.
That's
period.
Because they had no grace for you.
No
when
grace.
You were learning how to double dutch when you were kids. Like it's either you know or you don't know, and they're turning at full speed for you.
Period.
And you gotta time it and just get in, figure it out, and that's it. So that's what I learned back in Brooklyn.
And do you remember if someone exactly taught you, or do you remember just learning with the group? You know what I mean? From just being outside.
There was one girl that took maybe a little bit of time with me to be like, okay, this is what you do. Like time this rope, it goes up this way, but that was it. Other than that, it was the group. Like you just gotta watch
and figure and try,
observe, learn that way, and then just try your luck at it. Just jump in, and then if you get it, you get it. If you don't, there's another time to figure it out again.
Yeah, you'll just get a little whelp, and you'll just keep going. You know what I'm saying? It's a good lifelong lesson. Hello. As Brooklyn, we take a whipping, we keep on stepping. All right.
That
take a whipping and keep on ticking.
Oh God, babe.
All right, so
don't pay him no attention.
All right, so how did you find Double Dutch Aerobics?
How did I find Double Dutch Aerobics? That's crazy. I don't even remember how I found y'all, to be honest. I maybe was following y'all on Instagram and I saw it and I was like, this is something that I need to do because I don't believe in gyms. Forgive me. So I was like, I need something that's going to give me a good workout, something that I actually know how to do.
Right.
And still have a good time doing it. Like the clips that I think that I was on, I want to say it was Instagram. The clips that I saw, I was like, yeah, this looked like it's it. And then I pulled up to the studio one day and I was like, oh yeah, I can really get used to this. And then I felt it because I was like super winded after first class. I was like, what in heaven's name is this?
I don't remember this part.
I don't remember this part being so like out of breath because we used to do this just for fun. Like it was just literally just for giggles. But now when you're doing it in a workout class, you're like, yeah, you realize how out of shape you are after you do a first DDA class. Let me just go ahead and put that disclaimer out there. Y'all realize how out of shape you are for real. And then I was just like, I'm gonna come back. And I've just been coming back ever since.
There you go.
By the way, don't feel bad, feeling out of shape because I mean that's how it always is for everybody.
Always.
Everybody's first day there is always like, and they always feel bad. They always really tired and they feel bad, but you shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
It's normal.
If you were doing it yesterday, how you gonna act like
you think you're just gonna jump in and jump for an hour, like just out of the blue? Just out of the blue, you just gonna just jump in and just go.
Because I think people feel like they did when they were a kid. But I always say, go play tag. Go play tag. Your ass gonna be in trouble. Go play tag. You're gonna be play red light, green light. You're gonna be in a lot of
You're gonna stay on base.
You're gonna stay.
And like I remember I had to like take a breath for a second, like on the side, because I was like, what is really going on? But it was really, really fun. Like I remember it and I was like, you know what? And actually I joined right around COVID.
Oh.
It was right around COVID. So I'm going on almost 5 years as a member now. Yeah. So it was right around COVID. We were wearing masks. The masks were obviously optional in the studio, but it was right around COVID time. Like I want to say right before it was declared a pandemic is when I started classes.
That is so you didn't meet us outside.
No, we were.
The clips that I saw on Instagram, y'all were doing it in Studio 411. or Dance 411 and outside. But when I came on, you guys were already in the studio.
That means you got there when we just got there.
Yeah,
we got there in
2020.
Yeah. So as long as you guys been in the studio, that's when I started coming.
So wait, did you see the space when it wasn't what it was? Because it started with white walls
and no mirrors.
She
might have came when the mirrors
the mirrors were already up by the time I came.
The mirrors, I think they were already up.
So that means that had to be October or something, because we got the mirrors as soon as we could. But the studio, we was in there for a little while with no mirrors, right?
Yeah, that's when I came. Yeah, it was. I want to say because it was hoodie season. So yeah, that sounds about right.
So now let's get into certification weekend, shall we? Now you've been jumping pretty much all of your life, and you've been a lifetime DDA member for years. What made you decide to become a Double Dutch aerobics instructor?
Yes.
First of all, Michelle pinged me and was like, no, you got to do this. No, you got to do this. But I've always wanted to do it because I've always wanted to learn the science behind it, because it was always like, all right, we're doing all these tricks. They're cool. But then it's like, all right, what is truly the science behind the turning? So that's what triggered me initially. I was like, I gotta know what's going on. And I was watching the certification classes just keep going. I was just watching it pass by, and I was like, one day I'm gonna do this. One day I'm gonna do this. And then Michelle's like, nope, you're getting on this cohort now, and you're doing it now. And I was like, all right, we just gonna do it. But yeah, I wanted to learn the science behind it, because it was an adjustment. I will say it was definitely an adjustment as a street jumper. Double Dutch aerobics is an adjustment altogether.
Now this is interesting because you've been a member for so many years. How different was it, like seeing the behind the scenes?
Yes.
Almost like, it's like a movie, seeing the behind the scenes. Like, what was it like?
I actually had a lot of aha moments.
Come on, let's get into it. Go ahead.
I had a lot of aha moments during certification. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, when you guys broke down everything, I was like, this is why this is this way. This is why that is this way. This is why we're breaking it down this way. Like, everything started to click for me. And then, like I said, because I was a street jumper before doing DDA, it just kind of just became full circle, because it's like, okay, this is why we do it this way for street. This is why we do it this way for aerobics. So I was like, all right, it makes sense. But I had a lot of aha moments during certification. That whole week, I was just like,
because you were asking mad questions, and then you were like, oh, right,
that's what I'm saying, because I've been attending classes for so many years. I know the other side of it, like just doing the tricks in class and just like, okay, whatever, it is what it is. But to now do the tricks and then learn the turning behind it, and then also turn while others are doing the tricks as well. That's the part where I'm just like, okay, all right, it makes sense. It was making sense, though. It was making sense.
Yeah, and that's why we tell people, like, when people see us like in class or when we do events, they're like, I'll turn for you, and we're like, no, you can't. And it's not.
And they get offended. I can turn. Yes, I know you can turn.
No, we know you could turn. Yes. You've been turning all your life, but it's different being able to turn for every single person on the
every
planet.
Style.
There is a big difference. You can turn, but that person has to be able to know how to jump the way you turn.
That's it.
For us, it's the opposite.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? For us, it's like, I don't care how you jump.
We can turn for it.
We turning for it. Period.
And I noticed that the other day too, because I was like, all right, I'm gonna try something real quick. But then I was like, no, this cannot work. Like, I need another certified instructor, or I need another Shauna Michelle to like do this with me, because it's just not working out the way I want it to work out. So definitely, like you said, like being on this side of it, it's like you gotta stop yourself from getting frustrated almost, because it's like, what are y'all not understanding?
I know.
But then they don't know that side of it. So it's a harder of an adjustment for them than it was for us going through certification and having to learn that stuff. So
that's right.
Well, because also it's a learning process, just like everything we do during certification weekend has a purpose. So there's a reason why Friday is designed the way it is. And then what we introduce on Saturdays, what we introduce on Sunday. So, because if we brought everything to you straightforward, it just wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? It'll be like, what? Huh? So everything is designed specifically, and we studied it. So we studied what worked first. Well, like, it's been an adjustment. We adjust certification weekend to what it is now.
Right.
Because we've been doing it for
12 years.
Oh my God.
12 years.
Certifying instructors for 12 years. So we've adjusted the program to make sure that it does what it's supposed to do, which is it makes you leave with the skills and the tools to be able to turn for anybody and to start your own classes.
And the thing is, we always tell people, don't get frustrated with the person who doesn't know.
Yes.
Because we warn everybody when you leave here, we always like, look, listen, y'all gonna get a little frustrated because you're gonna see when somebody's turning wrong.
Yes.
You're gonna see what they should be doing.
And that's how we teach you how to turn with anyone, and just tell them, hold the rope. You don't even have to. You don't even have to do anything. You don't even have to do anything.
Just sit right there.
In fact, I'll get a chair. You don't even have to hold. You don't even have to do that. And we've had
some of the stuff that y'all were teaching us throughout the week. Am I allowed to say something?
Yeah, you can
okay. So some of the stuff that y'all were teaching, like now I find myself, like before I didn't catch it, but now I'm catching it. So like, you remember that whole right foot, wrong foot thing?
Right.
Maybe like 10 years to figure out in certification. Like I was watching the video and I was like, oh yeah, she on the wrong foot.
Yeah.
Can't you see it now?
So like you just see it just looks like real weird now. But before I didn't know, because I didn't even know that was a thing. Because again, as a street jumper, and other street jumpers know this, we just automatically fix it without even knowing, because we've been jumping since before Jesus.
Right.
So, so when you showed us the whole right foot, wrong foot thing, I was like, wait, that's a thing. And then to actually watch clips now and see it, I'm like, okay, that's what they were talking about. I see it now.
Street jumpers don't jump on the wrong foot because they wouldn't last.
They wouldn't last. They would automatically fix it.
Automatically fix it. Automatically. And that's what's so funny. People fix it and don't even know. That's why when we try to tell street jumpers to go on the wrong foot, they'd be like, It's almost like they can't. Like their system won't let them, which is really funny.
Yeah, and I will say this too about certification weekend. That joint was intense.
Come on.
It was good intense.
Like, it was good intense, yes.
That was probably, like, I was complaining to my mom, like my body was hurting me. And she was like, I didn't send you over to get certified this weekend. So yeah, deal with your body aches, essentially is what she said. Without saying those exact words. But shout out to Janae. Janae told me, she was like, girl, you're gonna need some icy hot and some Bengay. I was like, nah, I'm good. If I could make it through competition training, I'm good. Yeah, that joint was intense because
icy hot.
She said icy hot and Bengay, everything that would soothe my muscles. From what was going to be in certification, and I didn't listen. And yeah, all of us that was in certification, we was crying, like not legit crying, but we was crying because our bodies were hurting us. We couldn't even last. Like after day 3, we was over it, because it was like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. But like I said, it was a very good intense. Like that was probably the most that I've done as far as like overall, like just pushing myself.
Yeah.
You feel like you don't have the energy, but you find the energy.
Yeah. Say that again.
Which is so weird.
It's true. It is
so weird. Like
to learn something new.
You start and you're like, I can't do this. Like I would try not to sit down as like too low, because I'm like, if I sit down too low, I'm not getting back up. And if I get back up, I'm gonna have to like roll over and then get on my knees and then get up type deal. But like you think you don't have the energy, but you just find the energy, and then before you know it, the day is done and you're like, all right, let's day 2, day 3. All right, let's do it.
Maybe that wasn't so bad.
But I think that's the excitement of learning something new. So it's just like, especially about something that you've been doing your whole life. Like you've been doing something your whole life, to learn something new about the thing that you're good at.
Yeah.
It's just so, it's like mentally stimulating. So then the energy just like, you could be tired. That's another reason why we choose to do certain things at certain times. Yeah. Because we know when you go, oh, what are we? Then you just want to try it. So it's mental over, you know what I'm saying? It's mentally stimulating.
And you're not, and to that, like you're not even, it's not even overstimulating either. Like, which is, because for me, I'm somebody that gets overstimulated very fast. Like, not very, very fast, but if I'm overstimulated, that's just it for me. But for certification, it was like we had healthy breaks in between. Let me just go ahead and say that, like, they're not having us jump from start to finish, and they're not having us go like Energizer bunnies, guys. Like, we take breaks in between.
We do tell them. Yeah. You better tell them, Kelsey. Thank you.
Yes, like I don't want y'all to think that Shona Michelle is just out here like running us ragged from the time we walk in the door to the time we walk outside. Not the case at all. Like, we definitely do take breaks. Yeah, and I mean, they give us time to like really just process, adjust, decompress, and then we're on to the next thing.
Let's go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Yeah.
Pop.
Now, you know, a lot of people I love asking this question, because people want to come, but a lot of people want to come with their friends, and they'll wait for them. They'll be like, oh, I want to wait for my friend to come with me because we want to do this together. Now, as far as coming by yourself, tell them about it, Kelsey. Can you come by yourself, and how are the people there when you get there? How's the community?
So you can definitely come by yourself. Well, I mean, you can't really ask me that question because I always go places by myself anyways. But yes, you can definitely come by yourself. The people that were in my cohort were just phenomenal. They were fabulous. Like, they were really fabulous. Like, just to see where everybody was at the beginning, and then just to kind of see how everybody just, like, even towards the end, like, we had people in our class that had never jumped before at all. Like, at all. Like, hadn't picked up a pair of ropes at all, had not stepped, not even the left foot in a rope at all. And to see where everybody was at the end of certification was like really, really exciting. And it was like actually beautiful to see, if I'm being honest. But yeah, you can come by yourself. You don't have to wait for your friend. I mean, if you are one of those that want to do a class with somebody of wherever you guys are from, if you want to do it like that, then okay, cool. But if you're literally just waiting on somebody to just get certified, like I always say, don't watch that, because you're going to be waiting forever until you get somebody to come with you.
That's right.
And I actually made a friend the whole certification weekend. Shout out to my buddy Kenya out of Miami. I made a friend that weekend. Like, she came by herself, I came by myself. And you guys do a really good job at vetting like everybody who's in the cohort. So, we don't really, you don't have to worry about that part. Like, it's literally, you all are there just to learn just that. And then, friendships and groups just start forming in between each other, everybody. Like, it's just really nice to watch. So no, you don't have to come with somebody. You can definitely come by yourself.
Thank you.
And not only that, you also gain like a very special friend being a DDA member.
Did I?
Who you go down the parkway with going like this?
I was like, wait, what? Yes. I mean, yes, absolutely. Like when I first started, even before certification, like all of the people that I met while doing DDA had been going way before that I started going, or maybe even started going, maybe not too long before I started going. And like there's literally a whole community, like there's like a whole group chat, like honestly, of just, I wouldn't even say just sisterhood, because it's men that come jump as well too. But like we do so many outside activities outside of DDA. Like it's really just really fun. This is just really fun.
This warms my heart. This is
really, no, like honestly, and then it's so crazy that, you know, at this point, I feel like all of us have a pair of ropes at this point. So we just all start jumping. Like we'll be like, okay, we'll eat. And then we're like, all right, we're just going to jump and then come back inside. Or they'll go somewhere and they'll have some ropes ready. And we'll just be like, all right, we're just going to jump. So, I mean, they don't do it as much anymore. But there was a point in time where we were just doing a lot of stuff. And even we do that stuff now, like just going to the battery and jumping. I'm sure you've seen us do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's really fun. Like I've really met some really dope individuals just through DDA alone. Like I'm really glad that I joined, not even just as a member, but now even on this side of the fence too. So it's really
cool. So now when you teach classes, you can create that space for other people as well.
And that's the point.
That's the point.
Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way.
It is the Brooklyn way.
The Brooklyn way.
You can't say Brooklyn. Well, I'm from Flatbush.
Another, like a couple more questions. What was your favorite part of certification weekend?
I don't know if I have a favorite part because the whole thing was just great. Like, I don't know if I have a favorite part. If I had to like really choose something. If I had to, can I choose more than one?
Yeah, you can choose 20 if you want.
So if I had to choose the first thing, it would be just kind of breaking down the tricks that I already knew.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's cool. Interesting.
Yeah,
and that's exclusive to you because you were a member before.
Yeah, so like breaking down the tricks that I already knew and then actually teaching them during that part, that would probably be my favorite part. One of my favorite parts.
That's cool.
Because I'm just like, okay, when you guys would get up to do it, I'm like, all right, I already know this. So I'm like, all right, let me just do it. Especially the ones to the music. I was like, all right, let me just do this. And then when you guys literally started breaking it down further, like one-on-one breaking it down, I was like, okay, yeah, that was one of my favorite parts. But my other favorite part, y'all know I'm a fat girl at heart, okay? The food.
That's wait. I was about to ask you, how was the food? Kelsey, how was the food? I was about to ask you.
First of all, y'all gotta bottle up them juices and sell it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
okay? Like that was probably one of my favorite parts of the food. Now, from start to finish, like if you're thinking about getting certified, like don't just come for the food, okay? Let me just say that the food is just an added bonus, okay? It's definitely the cherry on the icing of the cake, okay? Let me just put it that way. But yeah, from start to finish, like you guys really think of everything. Like it was there was not one thing that I was like, yeah, no, I'm not eating this. I'm not like, there are some things like, okay, I don't really eat like yogurt or laundry stuff, but just from the overall menu, it was like really dope. And then the last day, like y'all really outdid yourself that last day, for real. Like y'all really outdid yourself. But yeah, the food was just, yeah, I could eat like that. If I had the food at certification weekend, Like if I could just take that whole spread for them 3 days and just eat like that for the remainder of life, like I would be content. I would truly be content from the breakfast to just like, yeah.
That was good.
I don't want to say more because I'm gonna spoil it for y'all when y'all actually do come, but yeah, because I would hear other
people talking about
reviews from other certification lives that y'all have done, and everybody's like the food. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I like the food. Yeah, okay, the food. Like, and I'm a foodie. Okay, yeah. I like to eat.
Are. We all are.
I like to eat. And I was doing the happy dance all 3 days for breakfast and for lunch. Like, and I'm not even lying to you. And if any of my friends are watching this, y'all know how much I love food. So you know I'm not lying. Yeah, but that was both my favorite parts.
Well, before Sean always asks his last question, I just want to say I'm very happy that you decided to commit. You are such a joy.
I know.
To have in class and to have at certification weekend. Your energy was felt.
Yeah.
It was just a joy to have you in there. That's part of the reason I wanted you there is because who doesn't want to spend 18 hours with Kelsey? Like, hello. To have you there very, very nice.
Yes, you are. Let me give you a hug.
And I appreciate that, guys, really, because like sometimes I'm like, you know what, Kelsey, pipe down. But then I'm like, no, I got to do this because that's how I'm gonna get through. Yeah. But you guys too, like y'all are just dope. Like I tell people all the time, like, yo, Shauna Michelle, like for real, like y'all missing out. If y'all don't go take a DDA class, whether I'm teaching it or not, like just go to the studio and just take a class, please. Like I promise you, from the time I got in, because like I'm a pretty good judge of character, I'd like to say. Mm-hmm. From the time I got in the studio from the first day, I was like, oh yeah, I'm coming back. Cause like just the whole vibe, the whole energy, right? Everything was like, this is me. Like I actually fit in here. I feel seen here. Yeah. I love it here. Like I'm coming back. I found my tribe. I'm coming back. But yeah, you guys are dope too. Like y'all rock it every time. Like y'all do it. Y'all do it. So
another question I always ask, as far as certification weekend, right? So certification weekend really doesn't exist. We're probably the only ones in the world doing it like this. How is it different from what you thought it was to what it actually was? Like how did that? Yeah.
What did you expect from it? And then what was met or not met or different than your expectations?
What was that in between? Like how did you know what I'm trying to say?
I think I know what you're trying to say. I honestly,
how was it different from before you went to certification to you actually experience certification weekend?
Your expectations. Or what did you expect?
I'd probably say my expectations were probably, well, you know what? I can't even, let me put it to you this way. Because I also did that competition training too, like from...
Oh, that was another thing you said, yeah.
Moons ago. Well, I feel like moons ago now. It actually exceeded my expectations because I saw the difference between the two, like as far as, and I think I told you this too, Sean, like when we were having our offline conversation, but with competition training, going through that, you guys just let us go. Like, just come up with the tricks. We'll tell you just a little bit on how to fix it. And then, like, we're not going to obviously let you fail, but we're going to tell you how to fix it, but we're not going to give you the full scope on how to fix it. Whereas with certification, you guys really break it down and really go in to say, all right, no, you're turning too small. You need to go wider, or you need to actually like touch your knees, Kelsey. Like, I feel like Michelle was a broken record the whole weekend. Like, no, Kels, touch your knees, bro. Like, touch your knees. Like, physically touch your knees.
I am touching them. No,
and I'm like,
touch your knees.
And he's like, no, you're not doing a full circle, but I am doing a full circle, but you're not though. Like,
because we get in our heads, you be like, no, you don't have to think about where your knees are.
Just do a full circle. I am. No, you're not. Like, you're like, do it. Right. That was probably where it exceeded my expectations, just seeing both sides of it, as far as like from that side and then coming to certification. I was like, oh, so y'all do tell us how to break it down, but we got to come get certified to get the full scope. Okay, I figured it out now. I figured out the trick. So
just to explain to the audience, we have what's called the DDA competition.
Yes.
Where we actually put the teams together and then they compete. Now we give tips to every team, or we help them a little bit, but you're not getting trained to be an instructor.
Right.
So you are still competing, and we do help you a little bit, but it's not the same as training. So Kelsey has not only been a member, but she's also done the DDA competition and certification. Mm-hmm. So that's just to explain to you guys that is levels to this. You feel me?
For real.
So she's actually done all the levels. And for our end, we get to know
she has done all the levels.
She's done all the levels.
That's
and
right.
Still like, oh no, you need to get certified even after doing the competition.
Being a member for 4 years. Yeah.
Certification is different. You are learning how to teach, which is totally different.
Totally different.
A class. That's just like yoga and spin. You could take 1 million yoga classes, 1 million spin classes, but that's not the same as learning how to do the training on the other end.
Yeah, and that's where another like aha moments were for me too. Like, okay, when they were doing the whole like, cartwheel flip trick. We did that too, but it looked nothing. It looked nothing like what was broken down in certification. But yeah, it was just really, really dope to have those dots connect for real. And dang, I really have gone through all the levels at this point.
I know. I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, you have. You've done it all.
Wow, that's wow.
Have you taught your first class yet?
I have not taught my first class yet.
Well, we'll talk offline. There might be an opportunity in the next few days.
Don't tell me that now. Like, oh my gosh. Like, why y'all didn't tell me this before?
But you ain't do all levels. It's levels to this.
Right. It is levels. It's levels.
It's levels. That's the final level. Then it's like, well, have you ever taught this? But then because you see how many tricks there are. So have you ever taught this? Have you ever done this kind of event? So it's levels and levels and levels.
Yeah, it's a lot, y'all. Like, I'm not exaggerating. It really is a lot. Like you ask yourself, like, okay, is it really worth the 3 days? Yeah. It's worth the 3 days because like the amount of stuff that you're learning is just it's no way that you can just pack it into one day. Honestly, y'all don't shoot me for this, but I'm honestly surprised it's not longer than 3 days.
No,
let me tell you. I was waiting for you to finish to say it, but I'm gonna let you go. Say what you gonna say. Now I was gonna say, people ask us that all the time. They're like, "Could we go a little longer?" And the answer is no, because physically, most people that take certification weekend can't do a 4th day. Could you imagine a 4th 8-hour day?
You might just beat us up.
Yeah.
You might just knock us out.
We're not trying to hurt anybody, but the thing we will do is we'll do a certification too.
Yeah, we're having a part 2. And this is also when you're learning things, it's just like you don't go through 1st through 6th grade in 1 year. It's the reason why it's broken up. So certification weekend is also 3 days because we throw so much at you. It's time to use that you understand. And then after you finish using that, then we could bring you to the next level. But it's enough to use what you've learned already during those 3 days to actually execute what you've learned before we start. Because also, if we did 6 days, you would be like, okay, should I do what I learned on day? It'll be too much. It'll be like going 1st through 3rd grade in 1 year.
Yeah,
it has to be broken up so you could use what you've learned to just express that first. So then when we teach you, we could carry you to the next level.
All right. Well, since you put it that way, but yeah, just the overall content. Like
So here's a question. So how many more days should it have been? Now think about how you felt those 3 days.
And think about the list of tricks that is there that we did.
Well, maybe if day 2 was like split in half, and like maybe a day, like 4 days, like maybe if day 2 was split in half to make it the 4 days, I think it probably would make it like
so not more hours, more days.
Right, like so just split up day 2, or like split up like maybe half of the content from day 2 into a 4th day.
Okay.
Or something, just for the sake of those who may not be into the whole overload on day 2 thing. Because just from what I'm saying, you guys can probably understand day 2 is the heavy lifting, guys. Let me just put it out there. Day 2 is the heavy lifting. So if you gotta pray, meditate, soak in some Epsom salt before you come to day 2. Just
speaking of Epsom salt, Janae said I couldn't do a 4th day. She said I couldn't.
Well, you know, right? I'm saying I couldn't do a 4th day either, but I'm just saying, like, for the sake of just how much there is to learn,
right? Yeah,
it would be okay to spread it out. But I'm thankful for the 3 days, because after the 3rd day, like, I literally just got a massage today after, because Janae was laughing at me because Janae was laughing at me. They was laughing at me because after certification, we finished, what was it, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? That Tuesday, I went to the Battery with them to free jump. Winded, you hear me? Like who possessed, like what possessed me to do that? Like, why would I do that? Yeah, I like, you don't realize how like your bones ache, for real ache. Mm-hmm. Like, shout out to y'all for doing this every day though. Like it take a different level. Y'all different. Y'all built different.
Let me tell you.
The Monday after certification weekend, we're tired.
And we teach class that Monday.
We teach class. We like very rarely will. We always say we're gonna take off.
We always say it.
We always like, we're not going in on Monday, and then we go in on Monday.
Like, that's the ghetto. That's the ghetto. To do certification and then do something after that, like, no, that's ghetto. So I tip my hat off to y'all. Y'all do this every day. Yeah, I tip my hat off. It's a lot.
What do you always say? Who's the person?
Oh, so where's my button?
Right here.
I didn't get a button.
Oh, my boobies watch.
You push the button. All right, so right now, let me go black. Hold on. Let me get shea butter.
Hold on, this ain't regular shea butter. This is mango. It smells very good, okay?
Hold on. It sure does.
That mango shea butter is popping.
All right. But it's not a mango. It's not a mango shea butter. It is a button.
Yes, right now.
And right now is a button. And somebody is about to press this button. This is the submission button. To submit your application to become a certified Double Dutch aerobics instructor. They filled it out. And they're about to hit submit. But their hands are shaking. They're like, I don't know. I don't know if I should. Wait, let me get it in front. I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should. What do you tell them, Kelsey?
Go do it now. Don't even blink. Don't even sleep. You don't have to sleep on it. You don't have to, none of that. Just click the button, hit the submit button, pray about it, take it to the Lord, and then that's it. Like,
and come on. And Jesus likes me.
All right, just do it.
Go on.
And just do it.
I like that. Just do it.
Just do it. Yeah. I mean, I was one of those people where I'm like, I want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I want to do it. I was literally just like how you were shaking on the top of the button. I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. But now that I've gone through it, although I'm still low-key recovering, I'm on the far end of the recovery.
Word.
At this point, aside from that, like, I have no regrets doing certification, like, not one bit. Especially like you said, I've seen all of it. Like, I've seen the full circle at this point. Yeah, I have no regrets. Just submit the application, y'all. Do it.
Just do it. You know, do something for yourself.
Do something for yourself. It's also a fun weekend for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great getaway. I mean,
it does. We even feel like we're a little away while
we're doing it.
Yeah.
It's so private. It's so like
intimate.
Nobody's coming in the studio for them 3 days unless you are part of the cohorts that been put together for this. Like, if the door opens, it's somebody that needs to be inside, not just some rando saying, "Hey, I'm coming for class today." No, you're not.
Not today.
It's really, really cool. Like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed that weekend. And I did that for me. Like, that was for me. I got in my car and I was like, yeah, I'm going to the studio because I told y'all this before. The studio is like therapy for me. So yeah, it was cool. I just sign up. Just sign up.
You know, we hear that a lot, that the studio is therapy. You know, and I think that's Michelle and I's goal, is to create a safe space, judgment free. You could come in any way you want, look any way you want. We're gonna accept you, and we're gonna have a good time.
We're gonna have a good time.
And you can make as many mistakes as you want. A lot of people we get a lot of people that try to practice on their jumping before they come to class. It's like,
you
have no idea how unnecessary it is.
It's so unnecessary because guess what? While you making the mistake, we all laughing with you because
we don't care.
We all laughing with you. Like, you upset that you didn't nail the trick, but meanwhile we laughing at the next joke. Like what? Don't practice. Come to class. Take a class. Get certified. Like, just do it. Just do it all. Just do it all.
Now, what's the question?
So last thing is, what do you want to tell the people? Who'd you call? Oh,
who would you?
Who, if you had to name someone who you think should get certified, who is that person? We have a call out, like, I think my friend, or I think my sister, or I think you. Or
we'll call the segment "Tag You're It."
Tag You're It.
Tag You're It.
And then tell people what you're doing and how to follow you.
If I had to call somebody out,
call them out. Call them out. Call them out.
It's hard to yell
when the bubbles in your mouth, Swizzy. I'll just look at myself.
If I have to call somebody out, I'll call Ayana out.
Ooh.
Oh, she would love certification weekend.
Oh, that's a good one.
If I had to call somebody out, I'll call Ayana out.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one, because
that is real good.
She another one that would kill certification too. She would. She'd kill it, and she kind of been through everything too.
Right.
I don't know if she did competition with us. Well, I think she did. But
she did the first time.
She did the first
time. Yeah. I mean, if I had to call somebody out, definitely her. Like, I don't have anybody else that I can think of, because anybody else, they're already certified.
Right. Right. Ayana, that's a good one.
Ayana. Ayana. And what was that last question?
If you wanted to tell people to follow you, or whatever you want to tell the people, tell them who you are and how to follow you.
So I was doing my Double Dutch content on my personal page, but I've since transitioned to a whole new page.
Oh, okay.
So I have
what is this whole new page?
Jumpwithkels.dda. So all of the DDA content is going to go there. All Double Dutch content goes there. If you want to follow my personal page, jumpwithkels.dda.
Okay.
So jumpwithkels.dda. That's where all Double Dutch content is. So when we randomly have these jump days, everybody's like, yep, that's it. So if
teach at the studio,
whenever we teach at the studio, all of that is gonna go on that page. I'll still post it to my personal page, because that's where that's where the majority of my followers are for now. So I'm still trying to build up that page. But yeah, anything Double Dutch, anything Double Dutch aerobics is gonna go to that page. So definitely follow that page if you're not already following it.
Make sure you follow Kelsey at jump.kels.dda.
Sure.
Make sure you follow Kelsey at jump.kels.dda.
I know it's loud for me. I can imagine for you, Michelle.
I just want to
Sean already got a built-in microphone.
You know what I mean? I just got to make sure my people can hear. Listen, y'all better follow Kelsey. Y'all see what it is.
Yo, Sean is like the ultimate hype man. I keep saying that every time. He's like the ultimate hype man. I'm telling you.
I am. That's what y'all got to do. You follow Kelsey. Kelsey, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Kelsey.
Thank you for having me.
I know we rocked out for a minute.
Yeah.
Yes, thank y'all for thinking of me to even do certification. Like, honestly.
Come on, that's too easy. Are you kidding me?
Easy breezy.
Listen, if you guys want to become a certified double Dutch aerobics instructor,
yes,
what you got to do is what, Michelle?
Go to doubledutchaerobics.com.
Doubledutchaerobics.com.
Get certified, and everything will be there. You fill out the application. We set up a phone call. Doubledutchaerobics.com. Get certified.
And just really quick, it's just like Kelsey said earlier, you don't have to know how to jump. You don't have to know how to turn.
No.
You don't even have to know what double Dutch is to take a double Dutch aerobics class.
Yes.
And double Dutch aerobics certification.
You just have to have a desire to want to teach and to want to learn.
And that's it. And we got you. We'll take care of you from there. Anyway.
And also on IG, the link is in the bio as well. So the link is in the bio. Click it and we'll set up this phone call and we'll get you certified, baby.
That's right, y'all. All right, y'all. We are out of here.
We're out of here.
Good
night, guys.
We are Sean and Michelle, Double Dutch Aerobics.
Yes.
We'll see y'all next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Same time, same bat channel. We'll see y'all then.
All right, bye, Kelsey.
Deuces. Bye. Peace. And
no.
So...
Peace and jump. Peace and jump.
We gotta play some music. Jump in. Peace and jump.